He's putting together an incredible season, now in double digits with 10 picks. It's the Browns and the Bengals, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now they go play action now. Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnes came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. He is off to an unfathomable start throwing the football, thrown the two passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11 empty, 11 mighty. 11
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. On the move past the 40. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow will throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Greg Newsome. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available, or when the pressure's about to get to him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Chubb will get the call running left. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Watson off play action. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield and fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw right, puts it on the carpet, it's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Mixon on the toss right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And it's caught. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. The flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, the receivers catch it, the ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket, and the ball never hits the ground there either.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got room past the 30. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. Finding room at midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Burrow going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So we come upon halftime. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati will give them the season sweep 2-zip. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
If the running game worked in that situation, I would continue to go in that direction.
1-1, ready?
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
180.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. Be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Airing one out for Boyd. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here we go.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Watson off play action. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Watson to the left side, incomplete for Amari Cooper. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go on 4th. Watson looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 empty. 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Watson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But down